I want to know more about your guys' relationship because you guys are like so fucking funny.
Thank you.
Together. How did you guys originally meet? How long have you guys known each other?
Probably like 5 years now.
Okay.
6 years.
Seems like a lifelong relationship, bro.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I met him. I mean, when I was DJing, trying to build the brand and everything, he was doing the same thing. I think he was further along than me. He was like Thursday night resident at Underground.
So this
opening,
is like,
I think.
yeah, because he's been crushing it in Chicago for a long time.
Yeah, he was definitely. He kind of started in Boys Town, I think, at Scarlet.
Yeah.
And made his way, I think, to Underground and like sort of broke into like the downtown River North scene and everything.
Yeah.
So he was doing a lot of the clubs that I like wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah. And it was one night at Underground. I remember I was in there after DJing at Stout, so it was late night.
Nice.
3 a.m. or
R.I.P. to Stout. God damn.
R.I.P. to Stout.
Yeah.
And Dolo was in there, and we had seen each other or whatever. And he was all wasted and shit. I was just started drinking, so I'm like being a bitch about it, Yeah. But he had these two girls with him because I think he had got done DJing,
Yeah.
And we were talking, whatever. And I started hitting on the girl that he wasn't talking to.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, he's got this girl, this other girl's here.
Fair.
I'm going to talk to her.
Yeah.
He comes up to me and he's like, bro, we're about to take this girl in the bathroom and DT her right now. And I was like, word? And like, she was like, I look at her and like, I'm looking for her to be like, yeah, it's going down. And she was just like, kind of like, didn't know what was going on. So I'm like, this is my guy. First and foremost, this right here, this is my guy. This is my guy. You know it's your guy when he goes to give you his girl.
Yeah.
That's like a safari, like a wildlife lion version of, offering like a peace offering.
No,
you know what I mean?
He gave you part of himself.
That's what I'm saying. So right then and there, I was like, this is my guy.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Good to know. Yeah. Probably not the time or place.
But yeah, that was it. And then honestly, we started making music together. Was the first thing that we ever started doing together. We were like, it was festivals were big and everything, and
this is like 2015, 2016, 17 area.
Had to be 14, 15, I think.
Yeah.
So we're idiots, bro.
Yeah.
We are idiots. So we're like trying to think. We're like, all right, we want to get big. Festivals are big. We got to make music.
Right.
Let's come up with like a good name.
Yeah.
What's a name that somebody would put on their flyer just because of the name?
Yeah.
Like
smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we come up with Pill Cosby.
Fucking shit, dude.
We come up with Pill Cosby, make like a logo for it and everything, and we're just making music.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I swear to God.
That is even better now, of course.
And yeah, I mean, this was in the middle. This was like before he got accused and or not accused, but like sentenced.
Yeah.
This was like when the accusations were happening.
Smart.
It was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and.
Did you get on any festival lineups?
No. We made like hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Which was not like a festival thing, but that's kind of what we both love is hip hop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we went with it. But then I'm trying to think of the timeline. We did that. Nothing really came of it. Whatever. And then the send nudes shit happened.
2016, right?
That was like 15, 16 now.
Yeah.
I was with Dolo in Miami when that all happened, and then I started making the send nude stickers, and that sort of like became a thing in my Snapchat.
Didn't you just put it on a hat? Isn't that
the first thing was the hat. We were in Miami. We were at Shake Shack in the mall. I forgot what the name of the mall is, but it's like Old Orchard, like
downtown Miami
mall.
though, right? Yeah.
I think it was South Beach.
Okay, yeah.
Got you. And our whole time in Miami, all we were doing was going to strip clubs. We're like, this is stripper palooza. We're going to every strip club, any strip club we see. Like, if we see it, we're going in.
Dude, you guys are the two most
So
fun guys of all time.
we're eating burgers at Shake Shack, and I'm like, bro, if we're going to these strip clubs, I need a hat. I need a hat that says send nudes on it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we literally went to the Lids in that mall, got the hat made, and I'm in the strip club with the hat, and the strippers love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, damn, people love this. And I got people hitting me up on social media like, yo, I want a hat, I want a hat, I want a hat.
Yeah.
Like, all right, people like this. I'm just going to put my DJ name on the side.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it said send nudes on the front.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to, like, try and sneak this in.
Yeah.
People like send nudes. I'm just going to give them send nudes, but they're going to get...
Ride
like,
the
this
fucking
little
wave,
DJ
baby.
strategy.
Yeah, you fucking cast this giant tsunami, bro. Of course.
Yeah, so, had the hats, and then I was like, I'm getting stickers made.
Yeah.
Send nudes, and then DJ strategy under it. And I was just passing out the stickers. So the Snapchat was kind of blowing up a little bit. I was getting, like, views. And then it was like, okay, I get these views. People like seeing this send nude stuff when I'm out. I'm putting stickers on girls. What the hell do I do on a Monday during the day?
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to post?
Yeah.
And Dolo's a big lowrider guy. So he just started building his lowrider. He had this, I think it's a 97 Lincoln.
Jesus.
And we would roll around in there, and we would just
So
kind of
sick.
talk shit. Because that's all we do.
Yeah.
We just talk shit.
Essence of a good friendship.
Yeah, about the things that happened over the weekend, like the people that we would encounter that we were like, that's the worst guy ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever want to see that guy ever again in my life. Like, the guy that just continuously freestyles.
Yeah.
You're trying to have a conversation with the guy. He thinks he's Jack Harlow. There's, like, a beat on that is not an instrumental. It's a song. There's somebody already rapping on it. And he's drunk in the club rapping to you. And you're like, what are you doing, bro? Get away from me, and I don't ever want to see you again.
It's been a minute since those guys popped around because they
Yeah.
got fucking cast out, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we would like talk shit on the Snapchat. We called it Lowrider Talks.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, yo, this is hilarious. We love this. You guys need a show.
Yeah.
And we were like, I mean, they're telling us.
A show, that's the thing. Not like, we need a social media page. You guys need a fucking show.
Yeah. They were like, you need a show. And that was right when Facebook Live started.
Yes.
Came
I remember these, dude.
out. And we started the Strategy and Dolo show. Which
God.
was us just
Not Bill
writing-
Cosby.
This was not Bill Cosby. We left Bill Cosby in the dust. That didn't work out.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Goes down with stout.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And yeah, we did the Strategy and Dolo show, which was basically that, just us on there talking shit about all the things we wrote down that we wanted to talk shit about. We made lists like the best girl you could bring on a boat in a Chicago summer. You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
stupid
it was
shit
the
like that.
best content. I remember I moved to Chicago in 2015, which is like right before the stuff started happening for you. And I think I had seen you DJ or something and you crushed it. But I remember the send nudes thing like really went viral, bro. Like you can't even underplay it.
I don't think by any means that I like invented send nudes.
No, of course
you know what
not.
I mean? Like,
but
that
you
was an already
marketed
existing
it.
term. Yeah.
Like I feel like it was around, of course, but you put it on a poster, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I just was like, dude, this guy is like fucking insane. And then the Strategy and Dolo show came around, and I remember you may know this guy. His name's Ross V Hill, but he knew Dolo.
Ross.
He's my boss. He's a great guy, but he knew Dolo just from like the club scene and shit. And he was like, dude, you gotta watch this guy's videos. And that's how I discovered you again. And I was like,
idiots.
This is like just pure content. And low key, bro, like I haven't ever told you this, but like that was right when I was thinking about starting the podcast. Or I was doing it and I was thinking about like, how can I make this interesting? How can this be cooler? And I was kind of like, in the beginning when you're starting to do content or anything, you feel weird about it to a certain extent, right?
Very, yeah.
And I saw you just like being yourself. And I was like, dude, if this guy's saying like fucking the send nude shit, he's just talking about people that he hates, like that was really a rebirth of social media when it was so honest that it hurt some people, but that was the truth about it. And you really did inspire me to just be like, fuck it, I'm going to be unapologetically Sherm, and I'm not going to worry about what someone might think of this because the longevity in all of this is me being myself. And look at you now. You're just, dude, like, you are who you are, right?
Yeah. No, well, first of all, thank you. That's dope. That's super dope to hear.
Yeah, man, for real. That. Seriously, like, and to any creators out there, don't be afraid. Especially this cancel culture shit, it's really intimidating.
Yo, and the cancel culture was like a thing that started right when we started.
It did. It's been around.
Right? Like, it started getting big. So that was always a thing, too, was like, can we say that? Dude, we even, look, for a minute, my brother, I have an older brother, he was like a social justice warrior. Like a fucking canceler. Like,
damn!
Like, he was serious. So for a minute, we had this group chat called isthisracist.com. And, we would come up with an idea, because we're not fucking, like, racist dudes, but at this point, it's like anything could be misconstrued as racism, and, like, we're like, we don't want to get caught up in any of that.
Yeah.
So we would, come up with an idea, and then we'd have to text my brother.
Isthisracist.com.
Yeah. And, some things...
Did a lot get denied?
He cut out.
Yeah,
Some things he cut out.
Yeah. At least you ran it through the jury.
Yeah. That was a fun time. But fuck cancel culture, bro. I'm over that shit.
I know.
And the more that I watch these comedy podcasts, and the more it's so inspiring. The Patreon movement, the paywall movement, all that shit, dude.
Yep.
That shit is so... To get... And the comedy podcast I love because I love comedy, but even more what makes it hit is the way that they talk about performing goes so hand in hand with DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they say, from like bombing to the energy in the room to just like anything that they talk about when they talk about doing stand-up, I'm like, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I know everything you're saying, but
so
not
true.
from doing stand-up, from DJing.
Don't you think it maybe like at the foundation of that is people never considering that stand-up comedy and DJing is a performance art?
Yeah.
They are performance arts.
For sure, yeah. I mean, nobody really understands what a DJ does.
And nobody understands how a stand-up comedian can do what he does. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, and just to throw this out there, I think that stand-up is way harder than DJing.
Yeah.
Because I have a medium in between me and the crowd. I'm working with something to give them what's in my head. As a stand-up, you're standing there with a microphone. I feel like I could barely form sentences when I'm, talking to my ex-girlfriend trying to tell her how I feel. If I'm in front of a crowd of people trying to make them laugh.
Yeah, laugh.
Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine like the anxiety and the panic and like the feeling of saying something that you think's funny and then just getting nothing, and you're like, how small would you feel? You know what I mean? But those guys say that that's what makes you. You have to go through that.
It's true.
Nobody doesn't go through that.
It's so true. They all talk about. I mean, you heard it on Joe Rogan, the Comedy Store, right?
Yeah.
Like, in all of those places around the country, it's wild to think that they do have to go through the boo and the like you suck and like no one laughing. Like, that's demoralizing.
100%. And there, I feel like there is that in the DJ world.
Yeah.
But not anywhere near to that extent.
You can like fuck up a transition or maybe have done a better set.
You feel it.
Oh, it's a nasty feeling.
You fucking feel it in your chest, in your stomach. But I can only imagine it's times 100 if you're doing stand up instead of DJing.
Dude, shout out to the stand up comedians out there. It's tough.
I want to try it one day.
I
want to do Kill Tony. Have you ever watched Kill Tony?
Yeah, of course.
I want to do Kill Tony one day. One day I'm going to do it. I just started watching that.
You should.
Maybe in like 3 years or something.
No, not that long. You just got to go out there and fucking do it.
It's in Austin now, so it's right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You should do it.
I definitely want to, for sure.
Hey, what's up? And thanks for watching that video. You looking for more content now? I got your back. Go to my YouTube channel right now, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all notifications so you never miss any upcoming exclusive artist interviews, Sherm in the Booth clips, new music, live sets, and more. This is your one-stop shop for everything electronic music. Cheers.